Sorry for the wait. Oh, and I forgot my ears. Oops. Oh well. Um, thanks for joining us. Hi, Kitty. How are you? Give me a second. I need to wet my whistle. How is everybody tonight? I see we have two people with us. Who's here? I know Kitty's here, but who's the other person who's here? I was gonna put on my my jack ears. I guess you could call them ears, little bobbly thingies. But oh well. I don't know if you all can see what we're gonna be doing tonight from where. We have a special guest tonight. I think you all will enjoy. Who's joining us? Here I am. I've been here for a minute now. You're just now noticing. I think you've been gone for a minute, Kitty. How are you tonight? Oh, we missed somebody. We lost somebody, I mean. Oh well. It's just us again. Oh well. I have faith. I'm sorry, Kitty. Oh, that's what the issue was. I see. I'm doing alright. I've been struggling today with heartburn really, really bad. I have bad stomach problems. They're getting better. So like I kind of test my my stomach abilities sometimes, and it's not a good idea. I had some egg rolls from Chinese food last night, and oh my gosh, did I pay. I woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I've been up almost ever since. Well, I took a nap today. I took a long nap, but I still had heartburn pretty bad. I was able to get it to a level though where I could actually fall back asleep. So that's what my day has been comprised of. How about yours? No, Sarah Sunshine just likes to be fashionably late. I don't know what else to tell you. I think it was like 9:02 or 9:03 when I got on. I had to run around and do a couple last minute things, which seems to always be the case, but I try not to be late, so I don't like to leave anybody waiting. But so yeah, when I got here there was two people, and maybe they didn't like the way I look or something, I don't know, but someone took off. It's just you and me. But I have faith that these lives will take off. I have been like letting people know on Instagram and TikTok, as well as here on YouTube. However, I found that like Instagram and TikTok people are funny. A lot of people only do Instagram or only do TikTok, and like some people just won't do YouTube. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to like start doing lives on Instagram and TikTok too. I guess I'll have 3 lives a week to do. I don't know about that, but we have a guest tonight. Thank you, yes, and I have not forgot to email you the other links. I just like your email's so far back. I don't know if I'm ever gonna find it. I'm just probably gonna set up a new email that I use just for business purposes for this only, so that I don't deal with that. Because it's ridiculous when I have you email me and I've got like so many thousands of emails that come in and I can't find yours. It's just, it frustrates the heck out of me. I know. I really appreciate that very much, Kitty. Thank you. I appreciate that you try and remind people as much as possible, because if they don't tune in, and I think you may have noticed I did a post. I don't know if you saw the post, because I don't know if you're getting notifications when I post something. But I made a post and I made a short, and what else did I do? I did something else. But yeah, letting people know basically that this live is happening every week. So hopefully more people will come this way. Oh, we have 3 people tuning in. Hey, I can't talk. How are you all? It's nice to see you here. Yeah, that's a good idea, Kitty. He's making recommendations about emails. So we have a special guest joining us tonight, and his name is. Hold on a second. His name is. If we can get him in the picture. Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. This beautiful creature's name is Halite. And that is a type of stone, if you are not familiar with what Halite is. And this is an albino milk snake. He's a really, really pretty snake, and he's so gentle. I'm so sorry. To the right, I get, yeah, the handed, yes, that is, yeah, that's who that was. That's who handed me Halite. So Halite, we've had Halite now for 3 years. He's actually really small. He's just grown small, or grown at a slow rate. We did have someone who was watching him for like 6 months for us, and I don't think, even though she was doing what she thought was right, she didn't communicate with me much, and she was only feeding him 1 pinky every week, and he needed more than that. So I think that may have had something to do with it. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, really he should be, or she, we're not sure what it is. Because I have not had it sexed. The best way to do that is DNA. Probing snakes is not good for them. You can actually injure them. So, and what probing is where their vent is down here, where they go to the bathroom, and where their sex organs are tucked into. They take this little probe, and that's why it's called probing, and they stick it down in there. And depending on what they feel is what the sex of the snake is, basically. So that's what probing a snake is, to determine its sex. So this happy snake is going to get fed tonight, and we're going to feed on live, YouTube Live. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to do that to you. You don't ever want to not support a snake. I mean, of course, in the wild, they do stuff like that anyways. And that was a complete and total accident. But make sure when you're handling your snake, you always support their body. And they like to wrap their tails around stuff. It makes them feel secure. Otherwise, they don't like it. This one, if he doesn't feel secure, will just like whip back and forth. So anyways, you want to go back for a double take? You think you're in the jungle? Anyways, and that's why it has its tail wrapped around my wrist. That way, if something like that happens, they slip. That way they don't fall to the ground, because you never know how high up they could be in the tree. But, so anyways, this is an albino milk snake, and he is going to get fed his next size up mouse tonight. I was going to make a video, showing it, but I figured why not do it on a live. So he's been eating fuzzies. We've been feeding him 2 fuzzies at a time every week, but now he's going to have his first full-sized mouse. So this is a big deal for him. It's at once full meal, at one time full meal, because the poor buddy's been having to eat 2 at a time, and he slurps these things down like it's a smoothie. So I mean, like, you literally blink and the mouse is gone. Oh, had some tea. How long will that one meal last? You should feed your snake every week. They actually, like geckos, like all reptiles are built basically to go for long periods of time without food. For the most part, there are some that are, very delicate. But for the most part, reptiles are built, you gotta remember, these guys have been around since the dinosaurs. So, they are built to go for long periods of time without food if necessary. However, that should not be necessary. If you own a snake, it should not be going for long periods of time without eating. That is, unless it's not eating. And then there's something wrong. Although snakes can go just for no reason sometimes, seemingly without eating, sometimes like months at a time. And when it gets really bad, then you have to force feed your snake. And I've had to do that in a working environment and with ball pythons, because they're notoriously picky eaters. And that's not fun. Like, when the snake's tooth gets caught on the, on the baby mouse's skin and rips it open, everything falls out, I'm not grossed out by anything, but it's just, and most people are not like me. They are grossed out by stuff, so, that would really sicken most people out. I don't want to tell you what it's like to have mouse guts fall out in your hands. But it's not fun, so, but yeah, ball pythons are notorious for not wanting to eat. And this one's trying to escape underneath me. Nice try. Is the mouse ready?
Just about.
So yeah, we like to trick people sometimes. Okay, so we like to trick people sometimes because the coloration of a milk snake is really like a coral snake. They actually kind of mimic the coral snake's colors. So sometimes, like, when people ask, oh, is that a coral snake? Well, yeah, that's a coral snake. And if you know anything about snakes, coral snakes are, one of the most venomous snakes. So it's not something you want to mess with. But some people do. Some people own venomous snakes. I don't get it. My favorite breed, of snakes are the colubrids, which is what this little guy belongs to. You can tell colubrids by the shape of their head. They have like a heart. I don't know, not like a heart-shaped head, but I guess like a heart-shaped head. You can tell in the scales on their head. So, well, he's not gonna. All colubrids, if you can see these scales on the top of his head, all colubrids will have scales that look similar to that. Not similar necessarily in color, just similar. It's like they're similar in their shape and size and everything like that. Their heads are all shaped the same way. So you can really kind of tell your rat snakes, corn snakes, things like that are colubrids, and they're not venomous. So they like to they like to put the breath out of uh, their victims, I guess you could say. We, though, however, don't feed live, and that's for a couple of reasons. When it's not necessary to do so, I just don't think that you need to. Why put that mouse through the. That's gotta be terrifying. Why put a mouse through that if you don't have to? And I don't like mice, I'm not gonna get into it, but they're really nasty creatures. As cute as they may be, and I've had a mouse that was a great pet. It was a great mouse, but in general, mice are just very dirty creatures. And I'm not talking about like in the sense of they get in your cupboards and poop dirty, like in that way they are too, but in a lot of other ways they are. So I don't really care for mice, but that being said, I like all animals and I have respect for all animals, so if you don't have to feed live, then just don't. Don't put that animal through that. And then also the reason why, yeah, mice are dirty. Rats are very, I was about to say mice are dirty, dirty creatures, but rats are extremely clean. I've had rats and I've worked with both in a working setting or work environment as well. And that's where I've learned how dirty in other ways rats are. I don't know who else is watching and I don't know who might watch this in the future, but we sold feeder rats at a place that I worked. And I'm sorry, we sold feeder rats too, but we sold feeder mice. And of course, we had to have pinkies and we had to have fuzzies and stuff like that, and hoppers on in stock and available. So we would get babies from a breeder that were from mother mamas. And we would keep lactating moms, always in stock. Like we would always have a single lactating mom in each bin, and she wouldn't get changed out, but new babies would come in, and that didn't always go well for the babies at all. I'm just gonna say mice are notorious for unaliving not just their own babies, but especially other babies that don't belong to them. Even if you do something you can do when you're introducing like a baby rodent to a mother that's not its own, is you can actually like rub it against the mother so that it gets its scent, and then you're trying to like kind of fool the mom into thinking that it's baby, but that doesn't always work, even with mice. It doesn't always work with rats either, but rats also in that sense, rats will take in any other rodent baby and take care of it. It's amazing. Rats are so amazing. Like people don't realize how amazing rats are. They can spread disease. I'm not going to negate that fact. Wild rats are not something that you want to mess around with, but rats that have been bred in a lab type environment, for research purposes or things like that, or have been bred for the pet industry, are safe. So I wanted to show you guys his belly, the little markings, how it's like not quite complete, and then it's like a little speckle. I think it's really quite cute. I don't know if you can see that. And so, like I said, this guy is an albino, and because he's an albino, he has pink eyes. I don't know if you guys can see the pink eyes. Come on, show your face. Show your face, buddy. Let's try and redirect here. So, there you go. You can see, no snake really likes their head being held. So, the pink eyes, that will always give away an albino animal, even a human being. So they're very sensitive to light. All albinos are for that reason, I don't really like to use a heat lamp with them. And you especially can't use like the red bulbs. That really hurts their eyes. You can see the isn't it cute? I love when snakes have that like cookie type pattern on their belly, kind of like, you know, the little bit that he does. It's not much, but I had a Colombian red-tailed boa, and they have, you know, kind of telltale like cookie patterns on their belly, and we didn't know what it was, so I was like, we're either gonna name it Zeus if it's a male, or Cookie if it's a girl. Alright, buddy, so I don't know if everybody can see. Let's get back here. So, like I was saying, I feed pre-killed frozen mice to my snakes. Well, right now I only have one snake. But the other reason, you know, besides why I put the mouse through being, you know, squeezed to death if you don't have to, also your animal can be injured by the mouse or by the rat if you're feeding live, because nobody wants to be squeezed to death. So they're going to, of course, bite and things like that. So your animal can actually get injured. And I don't ever feed in his own enclosure, because then that will make them associate, you know, their enclosure in your hand with food. So that's how you can easily get bit. Now, something that I'm about to do is another way you can easily get bit. I don't recommend anybody do this, first of all. Second of all, if you're a kid, don't do this. And if you're a kid and you're feeding a snake, have your parents help you. Okay, so I trust this snake very much. The snake and I have a very special bond. A bond kind of like no other snake I've had, and I've had some really awesome snakes. I'm going to a bunch of stuff just fell over. I am going to feed him by hand. So I hope you guys can see. I don't want to touch it with my other hand. Icky. Halite. I want to see how much longer it takes for him to get this one down. Halite. What's that? Oh, big mouse. Oh, what's that? There we go. Let's see. Are they able to see?
Yeah, but I can't always.
Check to make sure that they're able to see. Can they see well? He had to think about that. He keeps stopping and thinking about it. He's like, wait a second. This doesn't feel like the others. This would not be happening with the smaller mice. Like, they'd already be gone. No joke. And this just goes to show you how much a snake can stretch their jaw out. And the reason being is that they have jaws that are not connected on the bottom, so they are able to actually spread them open. And I think one of the coolest things about feeding a snake is when they're done and they're readjusting their jaws back into place. Watching that is so cool. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a good shot of that tonight. Am I still in a good spot? Right. Am I still in a good spot? No? Where? Oh. Sorry, guys. I started moving too far to the right. The camera is attached to a camera stand as well, so it's quite heavy to, to hold here. I didn't anticipate this. I thought we'd be able to see just fine, but with the tub, even though it's clear, you still can't see well enough. Will you let me know if I get out of frame? I should just flip the camera around. Still in a good spot. I'm gonna sit here and listen to me go. Still in a good spot. I don't know if you all heard that, but I snort when I laugh. So if you heard it, yeah, that's what it was. I'm trying to get in a better position, y'all, so I'm not uncomfortable, but you guys can see what is going on.
I hope it's not too big for him.
I hope not too, but I don't think so. I think that he's at that age that this is the right size for him. He's just got to get those arms. He's got to get past those arms. That's where he's having the problem. I hate to say it, but if we were to break those arms. However, he should be able to work it enough to where the arms... Oh, wait. No. Oh, yeah. He's still trying. No. No, too big. Is that too big, buddy? Let's see if he tries it again. Oops. Try it from the other end, buddy. That usually doesn't work, but with this one it might. Yeah, go from that end. Well, folks, it looks like it might be too big.
Ain't getting none this night. Try again tomorrow.
Here. Mm-mm. Here. Mm-mm. There we go. And try from the behind. If we break its arms. I don't want to get bit. I'm not food.
Come on, get it from that side, Halite.
Yep, you're absolutely right. There is a point when a snake says it's too big and abandons it. But, oh. He's gonna try again. He's going from a different angle this time. It might work. He doesn't have both those arms at his, the side of his face. Yeah, this time it's gonna work. Can see. That. If there's a way to turn the camera around. I knew he could get that down.
No, he still got the legs out.
Oh, he's gonna get it down though. I'm able to turn this camera around. Yes, there we go. There, that makes it easier. There, is that better, guys? That was hard for me to hold up. And I couldn't tell if you guys could see anything. Oh. So stupid arms. Break the arms.
From that side, Halite, like, come on.
You're gonna try again. Like I said, we should just break the arms. They don't have anything at the store. They don't have hoppers at the store because the size goes pinky, fuzzy, hopper, and then full mouse. And where we're lacking is that we can't get hoppers. So there was a full size mouse in between the ones we've been feeding him and this one, but we don't have access to those. So it was, definitely gonna be a toss-up whether or not he could take a full-size mouse, but those smaller mice were too small for him, and I felt bad him having to eat 2 at a time, so figured let's try it. The worst he could do is spit it out.
He's taking it out.
Don't spit it out. You gotta break the arms.
I think he's trying to get the arms.
Yeah, he's going from... You gotta give it to him. He's trying so hard.
Mm-hmm. That's when you're hungry.
Well, like I said, those two little mice every week just weren't doing it for him. You see, I knew he could get this. Good job, Halite. I'm so proud of you.
Mm-hmm. He's like, that's too big of a meal to be passing out.
He's
like, I'm gonna get that down one way or another.
Oh, I forgot to put socks on. So I was watching one of the creators I like to watch called Call Me Chris. And she's great. She's funny as heck. And she was doing a video with her sister. I forget what it was about. But anyways, she was sitting on the couch with her sister. And she had a pillow covering her feet. And she said, don't mind the pillow in front of me. I'm just covering my feet because I don't have socks on. I don't want those foot weirdos watching me getting their jollies. That made me think, you know what, maybe I need to stop doing my videos barefoot. Especially since no one's paying me for it. Shoot. You want to look at these pretty feet? That costs money, honey. That was something funny I just thought of right now, you guys.
He's got blood and everything coming out that mouse.
His teeth popped it.
I bet he likes that taste though.
I don't know. It's hard to say because usually that doesn't happen. So I don't know if they like the taste of blood or not.
But if you think about it, blood doesn't taste bad.
I disagree. Blood tastes horrible. Absolutely horrible. Hey, everybody who just joined, do me a favor. Please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel out. And welcome to my live. Tonight I am feeding my snake the next size up mouse for the first time. And he spit it out a few times, but he's gotten it down. Minus some blood and some guts, possibly.
Yeah, he's got guts hanging out his cheek.
I know, you don't need to, like, you don't need to narrate it. I can clearly see it. It's not appetizing at all. I don't know if you all can see this, if you want to see this, but that's what's going on over here. Like I said, please hit that thumbs up button.
Oh, he needs to be washed off.
Yeah, he's got to be washed off. He'll swallow what he can, but...
Oh, he's got guts on him now.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly needs to be washed off. I knew this was going to be interesting. I didn't know how interesting it was going to be. Let's see, he's trying to wipe it off. No, swallow it, Halite. It's part of your meal. I don't want to be the one to have to rip that off. These are the fun parts of having a snake. When the snake's meal bursts open.
Oh, it was tripped off on her.
Oh, yeah, I figured it would. Hey, are you full, buddy? I know you're full. I don't really want to touch you right now. 'Cause you need a bath. Bad. Was that good? Well, I'm telling you, this is the longest it's taken him to get down a meal, and I don't know how long. I think maybe ever. It took up almost the entire hour. You see that? It was an hour all about Halite. Yes, look at that beautiful face. How can you not love that face? I saw this snake, folks, at PetSmart. I have to admit. See, we have only big box stores around here. We don't have any specialty stores. But I saw him at PetSmart, and they have this policy that 10 minutes before they close, they don't sell any animals. And they were just about to close, and they just refused to sell me animal. I went back the next day, and I got him. I had to have him. He's that beautiful to me. I hope he's that beautiful to you as well. I think it's just an absolutely beautiful snake. And like I said, it's an albino milk snake. And the reason why they're called milk snakes is back in the day, they used to think that the snakes would steal milk from the cows, that the snakes would drink milk. And therefore, they were milk stealers. Are you a little milk stealer? Say, no, I don't drink or eat milk. That's not my thing. But what I like to call these guys are milkshakes. My little milkshake. Yes. Huh. Yeah, and at some point we will get a mate for this little milkshake. Yes, we will. And we will breed it. Because how could you not breed a little face like that? Yes. Hello, Halite. I have a really special bond with this snake. I don't know. I think it's just my energy, but I have a real love and passion for snakes. And even though I have more geckos and I'm breeding geckos and everything, than snakes, obviously I just have the one snake right now. So, okay, well, say bye to Halite for right now. Bye, Halite. It's time to take a bath. Oh, I can't do that. He's not dressed. So, anyways, I was saying that, I have had more snakes, and I've worked with more snakes than anything, any other reptile. Even though now I have all the geckos, and I'm breeding the geckos and all that stuff. So, I don't know if it's just that I have a particular love for snakes or what it is, but Halite and we get along. I don't, like I said, I'm not sure what it is, but he definitely does not have that bond with that snake. So, I love that. I just love animals. I don't really know what else to say, but. And I love reptiles. I think they are definitely where it's at. So for those of you who agree, hit that like button. But yeah, so that's what I thought we would do tonight. I don't know. Are you still with us, Ninja? Where'd you go, kitty? Where'd you go? Haven't heard from you in a minute. I'm really surprised. Only one thumbs up. Wow. Oh well. I thought we'd get more thumbs up for Halite. Where'd you go, Kitty? I'm thinking that Kitty is having some technical difficulties. This is just what I'm guessing. But I hope you all enjoyed that. I know I enjoyed most of it until the end. But yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to have planned for next week. As always, it will always be a surprise. It may be, something having to do with my reptiles. It may be terrarium building. It may be a special guest. It could be a lot of things. And I definitely want to have a special guest on the show here, like soon. Would have wanted to have one tonight, but that wasn't just wasn't in the stars. So that's what I decided to do. It was time to feed him anyways, so I thought that would be special. And it was special for me. Like I said, I hope it was special for you guys as well. Please do join us next week, next Saturday, same time, same place, 9 o'clock here at TASA Terrarium. And hopefully next week we will have a special guest. That's what I would like. But we'll see what the stars have in store. And I'm waiting for a special delivery, so there are some definitely some surprises coming up. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. We have surprises that we've been waiting to uncover, and then I have a surprise that is coming in the mail, and I'm really excited about that, and he doesn't even know about it, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm not supposed to be getting any more animals. Oh well. I'm gonna get a talking to. That's alright. It's worth it. I think you guys will think too. It's really cool. But and I just gave away like part of the surprise. But yeah, so I will be doing a review on a couple different tanks that are for invertebrates here in the upcoming days. So keep a watch out for that. And I just did a review on the Thrive. They're called all reptile, flavored jelly food, insect food. And so definitely go watch that, please. And of course, hit the thumbs up and drop me some comments. And even if you don't like the video, give it a thumbs up for me, please. It really helps the channel out, and it's free for you to do. So I would really appreciate that very much. Oh, there you are. Hey, kitty. You're not as creeped out as you thought it would be. Yeah, it is an incredible, I think it's absolutely selfie of me foots. You can give them two. If the meal, and that's what was going on, if the meal's not big enough, the mice that we had weren't big enough, so we were having to give him 2 at a time. So it's just easier for the snake. It has to put out less energy. Usually it actually put out more energy than eating the little snakes, but the little snakes, the little mice, but that bigger mice actually has more nutrients in it, because it's much bigger than the 2 little ones combined. So, yeah, you can give them 2, but only if they need it. Only if the mice or rats that you're using aren't big enough for the meal that it should be eating. So,
And it is amazing how fast it does go down to its belly. I've watched it so many times, just sat there and like watched it. And it's just to me, amazing thing to watch. Snakes are really cool animals, and they do all of that without any hands. That's what just like really amazes me. He just did all of that with no hands to help him shovel that in his face. uh, I know why you weren't visible. It's because I was up at the top of the chat. I wasn't all the way down at the bottom of the chat. That's why I wasn't seeing you in it. So that gives that away right there. But yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you were not as creeped out as I thought or you thought that you would be, because I don't want you to be creeped out. That's not my intention at all. I want you to enjoy the things that we do. Yeah, so that was the problem. It was me. It was a Sarah Sunshine malfunction. But yeah, so I've got some new videos, of course, coming up this week. I don't tend to upload on Sundays because for some reason, I don't know why, but people don't watch videos on YouTube on Sunday. That's just the conclusion I've come to. Cool. I'm glad that you learned. See, and then that's like my goal in this is to have fun but teach while we're having fun. And so that's what I try and portray in all of my videos, whether they're short form, whether they're long form, whether it's a live, whatever it may be. I'm always trying to teach you guys things that you may not know while we're having fun. So I'm really glad that you learned some stuff. That, like I said, is my goal. So even if I only taught you some stuff, Ninja, I have achieved my goal this evening. So, I'm happy with that. And hopefully some people will watch this after the fact. And I know someone else is here. I don't know who they are. They won't say hello. But I do hope you please give the video a thumbs up. Also, please hit the subscribe button. This is an awesome channel. I'm not just saying that because it's my channel, but thank you, Ninja Success. But I am saying it because it is my channel. We have a lot of fun. So, well, lost that person, but that's alright. They stayed for a while, so we'll see. Maybe they hit the subscribe button. But I guess with that being said, we're pretty much at the hour mark, and I want to thank you, Kitty, for being here. There's a lurker. See, I only see one person, and I figure that's you. So I don't know. And then someone dropped off, and so I saw two people, and then someone dropped off. So I think it's just you and I now, Kitty. Yeah, there was a lurker, but my snake's You cracked me up in every one of your comments. In every single live, you do not fail to make me laugh, and for that I appreciate you very much. If for nothing else, that alone, I appreciate you for, Kitty. Thank you. But no, I appreciate you for a lot more than that. Thank you for being my moderator. You do a kick-ass job, and I appreciate it. Oh, They are, huh? Interesting. I'm learning new things. I'm learning new things about YouTube. Okay, yeah, Sarah needs to stop singing and say goodbye. It's her bedtime. So, anyways, I want to thank you all who have joined us, and I hope that you enjoyed it, my snake school. And come back next week for the Sarah Sunshine Something Else School. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thanks for joining again. And I'm being very redundant tonight. Kitty, I will talk to you soon. And I will tell him to take care. Thank you, Kitty. You take care as well. And like I said, I'll talk to you soon. So I don't need to tell you to have a great week. Although do have a great week. But I'll talk to you before the week's over. All right. Good night, Kitty. Much love. Blessed be.